Well, I'd hoped to be showing you all the vibrant colors that show up every autumn in New York, but I was out of town for the better part of peak season and missed them myself. I was grateful to at least be greeted by these yellowing maples lining the road on my way to see a friend. But where I live, a little further up the mountain from here, most of the leaves have fallen, and the best way to see color now is by looking down. The plants have long finished turning their blooms into seeds, and knowing they've done all they can, they recall their energy back to the roots, trusting the above ground world will complete the cycle they began. Now they dry and droop, almost as if they're weary from all their hard work and looking forward to that blanket of snow that will lay them down and invite them to sleep. The temperatures are now dipping below freezing, and soon, instead of falling leaves, we'll have snow. Until then, I'm relishing the last bits of the season. I love the color of these trees. They don't actually drop their leaves. They stay on all winter. There's another one over here. They're just so pretty. But yeah, they'll just keep getting darker until they're brown, and then they don't fall off until the springtime. Yeah, so they'll all eventually just look like that. But for now, they're giving us this show. I love winters in New York, but it's always bittersweet to say goodbye to our short, warm season. And seeing empty branches against the sky can feel a bit somber. That is until my eyes readjust and I realize I'm also seeing a ridge of mountains behind them. Me and these mountains haven't seen each other in months. I'll be grateful to once again send greetings from my mountaintop to theirs in the many wintry months to come. October and November always tease us with light snows that melt quickly, but we're finally getting our first real snow of the season in mid-November. It's not much, but it makes me happy. It's like 25 degrees, I think, which is actually a little colder than it normally would be around this time of year. And I think the temperature is going to go back up in the next few days into the 30s. I probably won't be outside for too long, but it felt like a crime to be sitting inside when all of this was out here. These early season showers are like a gentle nudge from the land, signaling it's time to wrap up the last bit of work and get ready to follow the plant's lead. In a fast-paced world that disregards the natural order of pretty much everything, the longer I've spent on this land, the harder it's become to keep rejecting what I know to be true. That like every other living thing on the planet, we're meant to move and change through seasons and cycles, and periodically turn our energy inward to rest and restore, so we can cycle back later with energy and abundance to pour back into the world. So in a matter of weeks, when that snowy blanket comes to tuck us in, I hope to welcome its wisdom, surrendering to the call to rest alongside our siblings and guides of the land.